Hey, what's up? Kyle again. Welcome to a DVD and Blu-ray update video where I show the DVDs and Blu-rays I got over the past couple weeks and months 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 and months. Sorry about that. I'm so sorry for the long delay, but this is one of the longest, biggest update videos I've done in a long time. And you know, I got some new titles, some old titles. I'm over exaggerating because this is not really too much of a big update. There's only a couple of things I have to review in this one, and I got some other stuff I need to watch for my future update, for my next update. But this is the stuff I got to review. Some new titles, some old titles, some really cool titles in this one. But without further ado, let's get the DVD and Blu-ray update started. First one I got is from Filmlander Media, and that is previous coming attractions. This is a DVD with a bunch of like different like anthology films on here. You got Shlock, Rama, Trailersplotation, and previous coming attractions, the title that it's called. But I'm mentioning this because Trailersplotation is actually it's a bunch of trailers put together in one movie, and one of the trailers in there is actually me, Mark, and the Unmentionable Ones trailer that we did a while back. It was on YouTube now. I think it's still on YouTube somewhere, but it's one of our fake Grindhouse trailers called Crave a Carnage that I directed, and I play a psychopath in it. That's after the Unmentionable One and Mark. But it's a really fun trailer, and I get a lot of really cool movies in here. This is a really fun pickup, and you should definitely pick this up when you guys get a chance. And I'll put the link underneath this video for where you can buy the DVD, buy this DVD. And it's by I think the company's called Alchemy Works, but there's a couple of places where you can buy it. But really fun pickup, really fun Grindhouse trailer, really fun DVD. If you like Grindhouse stuff and like, you know, fun anthology films, definitely recommend you check this out. And if you want to see me, Mark, and the Unmentionable One in another movie, this is another thing that's put out that we're in, and I definitely recommend you check this out. And definitely check this out. Really fun DVD. Next one I got is a film with my buddy Shawn C. Phillips and Danny Cinestalker. Shawn C. Phillips, aka Coolduder, and Danny the Cinestalker. They're in it for 10 minutes. It's called Restricted Area, directed by Christopher M. Don. And this is a pretty fun movie. I can't really remember too much about this, but I really enjoyed this one a lot. It's not the best thing I've seen, but I really enjoyed it a lot. And it's you can get this in Walmart and a whole bunch of places. And this is about these people that go to this restricted area, and like these people in masks, this cult is like after the people, and it's just really fun. Definitely check this out if you want, and check out Shawn C. Phillips and Danny Cinestalker in the film. A really cool movie. Definitely check this out. Next one I got is a really sexy movie. And I know this is all out of order, but this is like a really sexy movie by a really good movie with Pam Anderson. Y'all know it, Barbed Wire, and this is the unrated version. And Pam Anderson's in this. This is from the 90s. Really fun action movie. I can't really describe too much about it, but she plays like Pam Anderson plays like a stripper in a club, and then she like goes through she's like a badass in this. Like, it's just a really fun movie. You guys all seen this. This is a classic. Classic Pam Anderson movie. Definitely check this out, and definitely get the unrated edition. I have the rated R edition somewhere on Blu-ray, but it's weird. The R-rated edition only comes on Blu-ray, but they don't put the unrated edition on Blu-ray, so I had to get this on DVDs unrated. But if you can find this, definitely pick this up. Next one I got is this is kind of late because it's not Christmas anymore, but this is the Santa Claus. You all guys know this movie, the Santa Claus with Tim Allen. I wanted to show this because right there if you can pick that, if you can see, it says to Kyle, Merry Christmas, David Krumholtz. David Krumholtz signed this for me. He plays the elf in this, and actually met him at my cousin's band. Like, he's in my cousin's band actually, and he was playing one night, and I met him, and my uncle introduced me to him and my cousin, because he's in my cousin's band, and he signed this for me, and I'm a big fan of him. He's in a lot of movies, Harold Kumar, the Harold Kumar movies, Santa Claus, you all know him, David Krumholtz. He's a really cool dude, really cool friend of mine, and I really definitely recommend you check this out, and definitely check out David Krumholtz's movies, really fun stuff, and Tim Allen is great in this. It's just a classic movie. I really enjoyed this one. Definitely check this one out. And thank you, David, for signing this. David Krumholtz for signing this for me. I really appreciate it. Definitely check that one out. Next one I got is a Mel Brooks movie, and that is with Liam Neeson and Mel Brooks. This is directed by Mel Brooks, and that is Dracula, Dead and Loving It. And this is a real. I'm doing a throwback today, like with old movies. But this is a really fun movie, a spoof movie on like the spoof on Dracula. And it's really funny movie, really silly. But if you love if you understand Mel Brooks' humor, you'll definitely love this. This is really funny movie. Definitely check this out if you haven't seen this. I don't remember too much about it, but it was just really great. Definitely check this one out. Next one I got is a horror film from I think 1997, or I don't remember, but it's called Cube, and this one is a pretty fun movie about these people that wake up and they're stuck in a cube, and like this contraption, like this cube, and they have to find their way out of there, and like people die in there, like while they're trying to get out. There's some CGI. There's a couple parts that were CGI'd, but it's cool CGI, and it's pretty decent. It's not my favorite thing I've seen. I know a lot of people talk about this one, but I enjoyed it for what it was, and it was just really fun, cool movie, kind of like a Saw it reminds me of Saw, like the Saw movies and stuff. It's like that kind of like torture and stuff, and like that. It's just really fun. Definitely check this out. Next one I got is a really fun comedy horror, and that is Dead and Breakfast, unrated, an outrageous edition. This is a really funny, cool, gory comedy. I didn't know about this one. I didn't know about this one until like I saw a preview for it, and I was like, whoa, this looks really awesome. And my friend Will Colazzo recommended this movie to me, and my buddy Nemesis Beast, he recommended this to me. And me and my girlfriend Lisa checked this out, and we're like, whoa, this is a effing awesome movie. This is like so much cool stuff in here. Really cool zombie comedy horror, like kind of like Shaun of the Dead, and like those dead spoof movies. But it's really funny, really gory, over the top. If you love extreme over the top stuff, definitely check this one out. Next one I got is a comedy film by Sacha Baron Cohen, and I'd never seen this one before. This is the first time seeing it, and that is G Indahouse, the movie. It's his like first movie that he's done. It's not the best thing I've seen, to be honest. I mean, I prefer Borat and Bruno and the other movies he's done, like Dictator, Borat, Bruno, The Brothers Grimsby, but this one was just it was alright. Wasn't the best, but a lot of people did like this one, and it's not his best one. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend this one really too much, but I would check out Borat, Bruno, and his other films. But I love Sacha Baron Cohen's humor. He's a funny comedian, and there's some decent parts in this movie. I always look at the good and the bad, but it's okay. It's nothing amazing. I wouldn't check this out. Next one I got is a movie that I never seen and I just seen this recently, and now I want to see the second one. And I had this for like a couple of years now. I think my friend Phil gave me this, and this is a movie called Gremlins. Y'all know this movie, Gremlins, and I love this movie. I love this movie. I'd never seen this in my life, and this is the first time seeing it. Just a few nights ago, I just watched it, and it's about this these gremlins that this guy who buys this goes to this shop, and he buys these gremlins he buys this thing, and they tell him not to feed it after midnight, not to feed the gremlins after midnight, and then he gives it to his the father gives it to his son for his birthday present, and then they start off cute and everything, and then they turn it, and then he feeds them after midnight, and they turn into these creatures, and these crazy these little creatures, it kind of reminds me of Critters in a way. There's a lot of movies that it kind of reminds me of the movie Critters, but more of a kid version. It's PG, but it's not really. It's really pretty violent. Not really extremely violent, but it's. I wouldn't say this is for kids. A lot of people say this is a kids movie, but it's it's not really a kids movie, but it's a fun little flick. It's a fun flick, and I really enjoyed this one. I definitely recommend you check this out. You guys all seen this movie, classic. Everyone talks about this one, Gremlins, and now I want to see the second one now too. I really highly recommend you check this out. I love this classic '80s movie. Next one I got is it's a boot. I don't know if I think it's a bootleg, but it's good quality. It's like the best quality, and it's like one of the only kind of qualities you can get on this, and that is Home Sweet Home on DVD by Creature Feature Video, and this one I did not like at all. I mean, it was. Every time I watch this movie, I would fall asleep. Literally, I pass out and fall asleep on this movie. It is so ugh. I mean, the concept was pretty cool, but it's about this guy who about this crazy psychopath who escapes from the mental institution, then just goes on a killing spree. Pretty much that's what it is. He goes to he just escapes from the mental institution and just goes crazy and starts killing people. It's just cliche, and I couldn't get through this movie. I could not get through this movie. I wouldn't recommend you checking this one out. I mean, it's a rare movie. It's an obscure movie. I thought it would be a lot better than it was, but I didn't like it. Now on to the Blu-rays. That was the last DVD of the bunch, but now I'm on to the Blu-rays. First Blu-ray I got is this is such a delay. This is such a delay. This came out months ago, or a year. I think it came out well, the movie came out last year, but it just came out recently. I mean, not too long ago. I mean, but it's Joaquin Phoenix, Robert De Niro, the Joker. This is a really awesome movie. You guys all know this. DC Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix and Robert De Niro, and this got a lot of awards. Oscar, I think, won for best Oscar, or Joaquin Phoenix won for best actor, I think, for this movie, and this won a Golden. I think it was a Golden Globe. I get very confused with the award shows, but I think it won a Golden Globe. This definitely won for best movie for Golden Globe, and I really love this movie. Really scary. I reviewed this movie with Lisa. This is the prequel to the Batman movies, where it's about the Joker becoming the Joker, and Joaquin Phoenix does a great job playing the Joker in this. It's just really good, really disturbing. I love this movie. This is so cool. If you know all the Batman movies, and there's a reference to the Batman, to the original to Batman in this, and it's about this guy who loses everything. He no one treats him right and everything, and he just gets put down, beat up, and that's Joaquin Phoenix's character, and then he just got slowly turning into the Joker as the movie goes on, and just crazy things happen. He just becomes crazier, and like he's such a nice guy in the beginning, and then he turns out to be really crazy and like crazy. This is the prequel to Batman, but I really highly recommend you check this one out. Very great movie. You guys all seen this. This is cool. And also, I want to mention that my buddy Matt Bruzzo has a I'm gonna be working with him, but Matt Bruzzo from Will Colazzo's Bloody Nun and Shakespeare's Shitstorm. He's in a lot of movies. He's an indie horror actor. He's a friend of mine, and he's in this for a look of a cameo, but you don't really see him too well. But he's in there, with wearing like one of the clown masks and one of the riots, I think the protest scene or something. It's really fun, really fun. He has a really fun part. He's a really cool guy. Definitely check out. I'll put the link to this video for his Instagram. Definitely check this out, Joker, and I really love this movie. You guys all, this is gonna be a classic one day. I love it so much. Definitely check this out. Next one I got is with William Dafoe and Robert Pattinson, and that is The Lighthouse on Blu-ray. This is a black and white, throwback black and white kind of horror film that takes place in the 50s, and I did a review on this as well. I really love this movie. At first, when I was watching it when I saw this, I was like it starts off very slow. Just to warn you, it starts off like very. It's very slow paced, but it builds up at the end, like towards the end. It gets really disturbing and creepy. Really cool. I love the effects in this. Love the aspect that ratio. I love the aspect ratio in this, and the cool look, the cool black and white 50s look or 60s look in this. Really cool, and it has William Dafoe and Robert Pattinson. This is a really fun movie. I can't really too much remember what this is about, but it's really cool. I definitely would check this out. Next one I got is another Mel Brooks movie, and that is on Blu-ray, and that is Robin Hood, Men in Tights. This is an old. This is not really old, but it's like, well, yeah, it's from the 90s, but it's a really funny movie, spoof on Robin Hood, the Robin Hood movies with Carrie Elwes, Richard Lewis is in this also too, and Amy Asbeck, Dave Chappelle, Isaac Hayes, rest in peace Isaac Hayes. He's in this, and this is a really funny movie directed by Mel Brooks, another Mel Brooks classic. I highly recommend you check this one out. You guys all seen this. This is a classic Robin Hood. Really funny movie. A lot of funny jokes in it. Really silly, but Mel Brooks' humor. He's one of my favorite directors. I hope he does another movie like this or something like that one day. Definitely check this out if you haven't seen this yet. And you all seen it, but definitely check this out if you haven't seen it yet. Next one I got, I'm really excited to talk about this one. This is a one I've been wanting to talk about and talk about for a long time. And this is by my buddy Wet Movie One, Brendan Mitchell, and Gabriel Mercado and Aaron K. Carter is in this. And this is Out and About 2, the Las Vegas Adventure. Out and About 2, the movie, the sequel to Out and About. And I really love this movie. This is one of my favorite. I love this. If you guys all know what Movie One on YouTube, Brendan Mitchell, I'll put the link to this video for his YouTube channel. And this is his movie. This is the sequel to Out and About. When they go back to Las Vegas, and lots of funny shenanigans happen when they go there. This one, I love this one. I actually like this one just as much as the first. The first one was really good, but this one is actually just as good, maybe a little bit more, and there's more that's going on in this one. It's crazy, this movie. I love this movie. And they go back to Las Vegas, him and his friends, and they go through some crazy shit. They run into Chong in there at the convention. They smoke pot in this movie. Lots of crazy shit goes on and then you see some nudity in this. Really funny movie. I highly recommend you check this out if you you're a fan of Wet Movie 1, Brendan Mitchell, and you love like the first Sound About movie. I don't know if it's hard to find now, but I think it's now on YouTube. The trailer is now up on YouTube, but the movie's coming to YouTube now too. I love this movie. This is a cool cover, and it's also signed by my buddy. It's also signed by Brendan Mitchell right there. I don't know if you can pick it up. To Kyle. Let's see. To Kyle, love you, man. To Kyle, love you, man. Brendan Mitchell, and this is just really. I love this movie. This is a really cool movie. This is a really funny movie. I think it's a lot crazier than the first one, but definitely check this out if you love Wet Movie 1's first Sound About, and if you want to see him and his friends go on another adventure to Las Vegas. Definitely check this out. And there's a twist at the end of the movie too. There's like a little I think they're gonna make a third one now. There's like it left it open for a third movie, and I just really love this movie. Definitely check this out, and definitely give all your support to Wet Movie 1, Brendan Mitchell, and definitely check out his movie Out and About 2, the movie, and check out the first one as well. Next one I got is another movie with my buddy Brendan Mitchell and Gabriel Mercado, and it's directed by Aaron K. Carter, and this is an anthology film called An Hour to Kill, about these two hitmen tell stories, like three horror stories, and one of them has my buddy Brendan Mitchell and Gabriel Mercado. It's called Asagar, there's like a food eating contest, and he's doing like a vlog, Brendan, like a burrito contest, and then they lost, so they give then they find this like thing, that's like a little like like spicy jalapeno, like they give to this guy, this really big guy, and then he eats it, and then he's doing he's like a ghost pepper, he's like a ghost pepper challenger, and he does like all these like challenges with ghost peppers and like peppers and stuff, and he eats the thing that they give them, and then he eats it. He's like, oh, this isn't spicy, but then he winds up like dying this horrible death, and like these are just really funny movie, and also has Luna Meow in this as well. I highly recommend you check this out. It has a lot of cool tales in this movie, and if you like anthology films and like weird twists, and you like funny stuff, like funny twisted anthology horror tales, and you like this kind of stuff, definitely check this out, and definitely check out Aaron K. Carter and Brendan Mitchell and Wet Movie 1 on YouTube. Check out his YouTube channel, and definitely check out this movie. I'll put a link on this video for where you can buy it. Definitely check this out. Next one I got is I wanted to show this because this is a new edition of one of the movies that I'm in, called Camp Blood 7 on Blu-ray. And it's a really cool new cover art right there, and I love the little like horror, blockbuster horror sticker. It's really a fun movie. It's originally called It Kills Camp Blood 7, but now it's like called Camp Blood 7. I love the cover of this, really badass cover, and this is directed by my buddy Mark Polonia from Polonia Brothers, and produced by my buddy David Sterling, and I have this is a movie. I have a really fun part in this movie where I play one of the campers named Terry. I'm in a wheelchair. I play the wheelchair-bound kid. I play one of the campers named Terry, and this is just a really fun slasher film. If you haven't seen this yet, and this is like the new edition from the Camp Blood collection. There's a bunch of there's a Camp Blood collection now that's out now. I don't have it, but where you get all the Camp Blood movies in one box set, and you get a little Camp Blood toy where it's like the 4K of this one, the 4K of Camp Blood 8. I'll talk about this one afterwards. And I play. This one's about a bunch of college students go to take a drive, and then their car breaks down. They end up in the camp at Camp Blood, and they start staying out there for. They start like their car starts missing, and then they stay out there at the camp and they're camping out and everything, and then all of a sudden they they run into the killer clown, the Camp Blood killer clown, and they get picked off one by one. Really fun movie, and I play a really fun part in this. I talked about this before, but this is a really cool movie. I highly recommend you check this out. And if you love the Camp, this is one of my favorite of the Camp Blood series, and it has it's directed by my friend Mark Polonia, and I did definitely support Mark Polonia, and I'll put a link underneath this video for where you can get this this edition. There's another edition that's out. There's another edition with that I showed before, but I don't have it with me right now. But it's in my collection. It's on my shelf. But this is really fun movie. Definitely check this out, and I'll put a link underneath this video to buy this new edition. Really fun. It has the same features on here, but it's just really fun. A new edition. If you want to get a new edition, definitely check this out. If you love the Camp Blood, if you love Camp Blood 7, definitely check this out. Next one I got is Camp Blood 8 on Blu-ray. This is the newest one. And I was saying that this is in the collection too, the Camp Blood collection, and they have the 4K, the toy that's 4K that you put it's like a little memory drive, and you put it in, and it has the 4K version of this on here. This is a really fun movie, another really cool addition to the Camp Blood series. This is the newest one. It has my buddy Shawn Phillips, aka Coolduder, in here, and he plays like a really fun part. He plays like a hunter in this, or like a hunter in the woods or something. Really fun movie. This one's more intense, I think, than the other ones, but this is probably the most craziest one of them all. And it's directed by Dennis Devine, and it's produced by David Sterling, and also associated producers Brandon Farmer and my buddy Brandon Farmer has credit and is a producer on this, actually. For Septum Sin versus the World, he's a producer on this film. This is a really fun movie. I can't remember too much about this, but I think it's about you see the killer's face in this, and you see the killer the clown talks. The clown talks in this, and his mother is telling him to kill all these people and do all this crazy stuff, and people start dying, from the clown and stuff. And they end up in the Camp Blood grounds. This one's called Camp Blood 8 Revelations. Definitely check this out, and I love the cover of this as well. Really cool artwork. I definitely check this out when you guys get a chance. If you haven't seen this yet, definitely check it out. I highly recommend you check this one out. Next one I got is from Vinegar Syndrome, and this is a new edition of an old film from 1988 called Cutting Class, and this is a really fun horror film, slasher film, really fun killer movie about these kids are in a school, and this psycho escapes from the mental institution and is killing people off in the school, and you want to know, and you don't know who it is. It's like one of those things, like a whodunit kind of thing, and Brad Pitt's in it. Jill Shallan, or I think that's how you say her name, Shallan. Jill Shallan from she was in Popcorn, the movie Popcorn. That's a really fun movie as well. And also it has what's his name in it? Roddy McDowall from Fright Night. He plays the vampire hunter in the Fright Night movies. He played, and he's in this as well. This is a really fun movie, and Brad Pitt was very young in this. This is one of the Brad Pitt's first movies, I think, I really love this movie. Definitely check this out. It's a really fun movie. I love the effects in this. This is just creepy, eerie movie. This is the Vinegar Syndrome edition. You get this cover, the side, the back, and then there's like a reversible artwork. You get the two discs, the Blu-ray edition and the DVD edition, and it's reversible artwork. I'll show the reversible artwork on here. and get this up. This is the alternate artwork on here of the movie. Really fun movie. I definitely highly recommend you check this out. And Vinegar Syndrome puts out a lot of good stuff. I love Vinegar Syndrome stuff. Hold on a second. Really fun, great, amazing movie, and I highly recommend you check this out. It has a lot of cool features on here. You get new scanned, restored in 4K from its new stored new scan restored in 4K from its 35 original camera negative, uncut in class, a video interview with lead actress Jill Shawn. Devon makes the cut, a video interview with actor Devon Lech, audio commentaries and stuff in the trailer and stuff, and commentaries with the cast and the crew. Lots of cool features on here. I really highly recommend you check this out and get this edition of the movie. Really fun movie. Definitely check this out. Next one I got is ScoobyDoo on Blu-ray. I'm sorry there's no cover art, but this is the Blu-ray of ScoobyDoo. My girlfriend got this for me for a used price. I'm sorry that there's no cover art, but this is the live-action Scooby-Doo movie. One of my favorite Scooby-Doo movies of this, like one of my favorite Scooby-Doo movies. This is the best live-action one. I didn't like the sequel too much, Monsters Unleashed, but I do love the first one, and it's based on the original cartoon series by the Scooby-Doo cartoon series. I prefer the original cartoon series and the original cartoon movies, but this is really fun. It has Matthew Lillard, Freddie Prinze Jr., Sarah Michelle Gellar. Velma's in this too. I forget who plays Velma, but I forget her name. But I've seen her in a lot of things. And Scooby-Doo the dog. Really funny movie. It has a lot of cool cameos in it. And this, I forget what this is about. I haven't seen this in so long. But like they go to this island or something. I forget. It takes place on like some sort of like Hawaii, like in Hawaii, like some sort of like Romania island something, or like some sort of like weird island, and like they're solving the mysteries and stuff. But I highly recommend you check this out if you haven't seen this yet, if you're a big Scooby-Doo fan. And they're making a new Scooby-Doo movie called Scoob, the prequel. It's the cartoon, the prequel of Scooby-Doo, and I think some of the original actors are coming back and some of the original cast, but definitely check this out if you haven't seen it. I'm really looking forward to seeing the new Scoob movie. I'll probably do a review on it with my girlfriend Lisa. But definitely check this out if you haven't seen this yet. Next one I got is a newer movie, and that is the sequel. And this I've been waiting for this for a long time because I read the book and I love the book. The book is a lot different, but I really love this movie, and this is by Stephen King. This is Stephen King's, and it's the sequel to The Shining. It's called Dr. Sleep, with Ian McGregor and Rebecca Ferguson. And this is really fun. I thought this was really creepy. It's not as cool. It's not as cool as the first one. Not as scary as the first one. But it starts off very slow. Whatever you do, though, do not watch the extended cut. There's a director's cut on here, but do not watch that one. Watch the theatrical cut, because the extended cut has so much like crap in there that I think didn't need to be in there. It's just like it's more extended cut, like with extra footage, like like the footage is way too long and it drags on. The theatrical cut is much better. I recommend. It's a really creepy movie. If you read the book, you'll definitely love this, and you love The Shining, and it has people returning it, and like it's like 20. It's like a couple years, 20. I forget how many years later, but Danny Torrance is like is in it, and that's Ian McGregor. He it's like takes place after the first one, and he grows and he gets older, and he's like it's the older version of Danny Torrance, and he starts drinking and starts like doing stuff and sleeping with women, and then all of a sudden like he starts getting a volunteer a job as a caretaker, like at this hospital, and then like at this like hospital or something, and like people are like, and he stay or like this kind of like place where he stays there, and he watches the patients pass away and die actually, and like he tries to help the patients, and then like this little girl is like trying to contact her because there's this cult that are these like bunch of bunch of like blood suckers that are sucking people's bloods. Blood suckers that are taking people's souls, and that's Rebecca Ferguson, and I think that she's like taking people's souls, like a bunch of people, and he has to try to figure out how to get them, and like where to find them and everything, and like it's just really fun movie. I definitely check this out. I highly recommend you check this one out. But not as cool as the first one, but I definitely will definitely check this out if you haven't seen that. And if you read the book, you'll know what to expect in this. But I definitely check this out. And if you're a fan of The Shining, you love Stephen King, definitely check this out. Next one I got is I'm really excited to talk about this one. Everyone's talking about this one, and it's the new Kevin Smith film. I love Kevin Smith. I love Kevin Smith, and I love Jason Mewes, and I love the USQ movies. And this is the new Kevin Smith movie, Jay and Silent Bob reboot. The new Jay and Silent Bob movie, Jay and Silent Bob reboot. I highly recommend you check this one out. This is really funny. If you love the original Jay and Silent Bob movies, if you know Kevin Smith movies, Mallrats, Clerks 2, Chasing Amy, it has everybody. It comes back in this: Jason Lee, Ben Affleck, Matt Damon from Dogma. Everyone comes back in this. A lot of people come back in this, and there's a lot of like special cameos. Jason Lee from Mallrats, Harley Quinn, Kevin Smith's daughter is actually in this, Harley Quinn Smith, and and Justin Long and Shannon Elizabeth, everybody, a lot of people. But this one's about Jay and Silent Bob are running their own store called Cocksmoker. And they get in trouble by the police, and Brian O'Halloran's in this as well, Dante, from Clerks, and this is about like Jay and Silent Bob run their own Cocksmokers, a chicken store called Cocksmoker, and it's right next to the Quick Stop, from Clerks, and the FBI gets called because they're selling illegal drugs, so they have to go to court, and then the Saban Films, that actually made this movie, stole their names, and they own the rights to their names, and they can't be called Jay and Silent Bob anymore. So they find out what the heck is going on. Why can't we use our names anymore? Then they go to the mall to see Jason Lee, and he's telling him that it's like happening all over again. There's another reboot. There's another Jay and Silent Blunt Man and Chronic. They're making another Blunt Man and Chronic movie. Reboot to Blunt Man and Chronic, and Jay and Silent Bob are actually trying to stop the reboot from happening, and it's actually directed. This new reboot is actually going to be directed by Kevin Smith. Actually, he directs the new reboot in the movie. He plays himself, and he plays Silent Bob, and it's just like a really funny. There's a lot of Easter eggs in here, a lot of funny jokes, a lot of just lots of clever jokes in here. I just really love this movie. It's really funny, and it's a very sweet movie, and he finds out he has a daughter in this as well, and it's just really funny. Jason Mewes finds out he has a daughter in this, Harley Quinn, and they have to go to Hollywood to stop the reboot from happening. Just a lot of crazy shenanigans, and then they get into all these crazy shenanigans and stuff while going there. It's pretty much like the first movie, the Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and but this is a little bit different because it's a reboot, it's a sequel, and then Jason Mewes is asking Jason Lee, what's the difference between a remake and a reboot? And he's telling him a remake is a difference between a remake and a reboot, and it's just really funny movie. I highly recommend you check this out. And everyone did a great job in this. This is really funny, and they're also making a Clerks 3 now. They're making a Clerks 3 now, and they're also making a Mallrats 2 movie. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing those. And but definitely check this out if you're a Kevin Smith fan. If you love the original Jay and Silent Bob, and you love Mallrats, Clerks, and all the Kevin Smith movies and view Skew movies, definitely check this one out. Next one I got is they're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky. The Addams Family on Blu-ray. The new Addams Family animation adaptation of the Addams Family on Blu-ray. This is a really good movie. If you love the original Addams Family movies, I love the original ones from the '90s the best because it has Angelica Houston, Raul Julia. Or I think that's how you say his name, but he passed away. Rest in peace, Raul Julia. Christopher Lloyd, Christina Ricci, and I just love the Angelica Houston. That one I really love. I love those ones the best. And also David Krumholtz is in the second Addams Family Values. My friend David Krumholtz, which I mentioned before about the Santa Claus. He's in the original. He's in the Addams Family Values. He plays like the kid from the camp, the nerdy kid from the camp. This is the new one, the new adaptation animation. It has Oscar Isaac, Charlize Theron, Chloe Grace Moretz, Oscar Isaac as Gomez, Charlize Theron as Morticia Addams, Chloe Grace Moretz as Wednesday, and Finn as Wednesday Addams, and Finn Wolfhard is in this as well as Pugsley. And this is just a really funny movie. And it has has the original Addams Family song in it. This is like a prequel to the Addams Family. This is a really funny movie, the newest one. And has Gomez returns, and Morticia Addams, Uncle Fester, everybody returns, Grandmama, Lurch, and it has some new characters and new faces in this as well. Allison Janney. And it's just really funny. I'm not going to get into too much detail into this, but I really highly recommend you check this out if you're an Addams Family fan. And I'm a die-hard Addams Family fan. I love all the Addams Family movies. I love the series, and I love the movies. This is just really great new one. This new one is pretty good. Not as good as the originals, but I do like it a lot. Definitely check this one out if you haven't seen this yet, and definitely pick this one up. Next Blu-ray I got is a new Rob Zombie film. That is 3 from Hell on Blu-ray. This is on such a delay because this came out months ago, like last year. This is the third and final chapter of House of Thousand Corpses, the sequel to House of Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects. It comes after Devil's Rejects. It's the sequels to House of Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects, and this is the third and final chapter of the film. Did not care for this one too much. I really didn't. I did a review on this. I did not like this movie too much. You know, it's by Saban Films. I did not care for this one too much. It's alright. It's alright. You know, I mean, I think the way they should have ended it at Devil's Rejects actually, because the ending of that was a little better than this. But it has, and it doesn't have like the same cast. And like it has the same cast, but Sid Haig is only in it for like a little bit, and I love Sid Haig playing as Captain Spaulding. I like him. He's like my favorite character, and he wasn't in it too much. So yeah, and rest in peace, Sid Haig. I love you. You know, he was one of my favorite horror icons, and he was in a lot of horror films. And Bill Moseley's in this. Returns. Sherry Moon Zombie, Rob Zombie's wife, I think, and a new face, Richard Brake. Richard Brake is in this. He plays he takes over Sid Haig's part. I did not care for this one too much. It was alright. It was I mean, it was somewhat decent in a way, but you know, it's just I didn't like how it's just like at the end they get away with murder or something. I don't want to give too much away, but it's just like very weird movie, very strange. You know, I didn't think this was the best one of the series. You know, I think my favorites are House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects. I personally like House of a Thousand Corpses the best, then Devil's Rejects, then this one. This one was like my least favorite. I don't know. It's alright. Nothing to see here. I wouldn't check this out. But I would check it out if you do want to see the last part of the trilogy. I would definitely check it out. But for a movie, not so good. I don't think it's so great. But it's okay. It's whatever. Next one I got from this is from Vestron Video, and that is Maximum Overdrive by Stephen King. This is with the Emilio Estevez. This is a new edition. This is one of the new editions of Maximum Overdrive. This movie, a lot of people talk about like there's a big hype on this movie, but I thought it was okay. I thought it was pretty decent. You know, it's not really the best thing I've seen of Stephen King's, but I do like Emilio Estevez, and I love some of the scenes, and some of the concept was cool. The concept was cool, but it was just like very silly. It's more of a comedy horror. It's okay. It's not the best thing I've seen, but you know, I prefer some of his other movies. Stephen King's like It. I mean, it just didn't feel like a Stephen King movie. Like, I like It. What other movies? The Shining, and I just think this wasn't like really a Stephen King feel to it, because it just didn't have that thing. But it has some cool music in it by AC/DC, and you guys all seen this movie. You guys love this. Everyone loves this movie, but this movie, it's okay. It's not the worst thing I've seen. Not terrible, but it's just decent. You know, not a lot of people rant and rave about this, but I just think it's okay for what it is. It's worth checking out though. I wouldn't say it's, I'd probably give it, like, if I were to do a rating, probably 8 out of 10, or 7 out of 10. It's not really the best thing I've seen, but I'll take it. I'll take it for what it is. Definitely check this out. Next one I got is from Arrow Video, and that is Scared Stiff on Blu-ray. This is by Arrow Video, an Arrow Video release. I love Arrow Video's movies. They're really cool. They have really cool stuff, and this cover is really cool. It's badass. I love this cover, and this is a really fun, awesome, crazy movie. I really enjoyed the effects and the creature design in this movie. It's about this woman and this woman named Keller. She's a singer. She's a singer, and she goes to like this she moves into this colonial mansion with her psychologist boyfriend David and her son, and they find like this rare thing in the attic, this rare box set, and it has like a bad history to the house and everything, to the mansion and everything, and it brings forth like this creature and everything, these creatures, and like crazy shit happens. Really cool effects, and the creature like attacks them, and like crazy things happen to them, and they have to try to get it back in the. I just can't really remember too much about it, but I remember really liking this movie. I highly recommend you check this one out. Really, this is one of my favorite movies. This is a rare movie to find, obscure movie to find, really cool movie, and it has a reversible artwork. Has this and this and this, and then the reversible art. The front, the back. The side, the back. And then there has this this booklet that comes in here, like from Scared Stiff. It has like a pamphlet in here. Like every Arrow Video comes with some stuff in here. They always include great, like, a lot of features and a lot of extras and like bonus material and stuff. And then this is in here. You got the reversible artwork. I'm going to show you in a minute. Reversible artwork. Really cool movie. I highly recommend you check this one out. Well, I'll get it back in here. Very hard to get it back in here. Oh my god. Damn. Sorry about this. Finally got it in, but this is a cool, really cool movie. Definitely check this out. It has a lot of bonus features on here. Brand new 2K restoration from the original film elements, commentaries, some features on like the making of Scared Stiff and the Mansion of Doom making of Scared Stiff. A brand new documentary, interviews and everything with the cast and crew. I highly recommend you pick this one up. This is really cool, and if you love like creature movies and like crazy horror, like cool, gory, like really fun scare, and there's a lot of jump scares in this movie as well. A lot of scary parts in this. I highly recommend you check this one out if you haven't seen this yet. But this is a cool Arrowverse release. Definitely check this out and get this edition. This is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Next one I got is I got two more, and that is the next one I got is Last Seduction on Blu-ray from Linda Florentino and Peter Berg and Bill Pullman. This is a fun thriller movie. It has the front artwork, the side, the back, and there's the disc that comes in here. It has reversible artwork too. Here's the disc. Really really eerie, cool thrill, really eerie, intense thriller. I really recommend you check this. I'm trying to get it in here again. It's hard to get these things in here when doing like these videos while you're trying to get the things in here while you're doing the update. But there we go. I really enjoyed this one. This is an intense thriller. Highly recommend you check this one out if you love Linda Florentine. She's from Dogma, Men in Black, and a lot of other movies. Peter Berg and Bill Pullman from you all know Bill Pullman from the original Casper. He's in a lot of movies. Too many movies to name, but I love Bill Pullman and Linda Florentine and Peter Berg. But really fun, intense movie. There's some really sexy scenes in this movie. Really dirty scenes in this movie, and it's creepy. It's like comical, and it has it's about this woman who this con artist who steals people's money and does scandals and things, and then she does does a scheme on her husband, which is Bill Pullman, and then he leaves him, and then she tries to seduce a new man, and tries to get him this new man, Peter Berg, who she tries to seduce and get him to being part of her little scheme and partner in crime, and they do these it's crazy, weird things happen, and she tries to get him to steal people's money and kill people and stuff, and kill her ex-husband because he thinks he beat her and she thinks she's pressing charges on him. Really eerie movie, tense movie, fun, a lot of cool sex scenes and a lot of fun sex scenes in this, and it's just really eerie and tense. It's really fun. I definitely check this out if you haven't seen this yet. And the last Blu-ray I got is and this has been out for a long time now, and that is I'm sorry this update is so delayed, but this is I got It Chapter 2 on Blu-ray. This is really creepy, eerie movie. This is if Stephen King's It. A lot of people didn't like this one as much as the first, but I did love it. I did love this one, and it has and it concludes the ending to it, and it's just really creepy. And Pennywise is just really scary in this, and I love the first part, but I think this one is just as good as the first one. I don't know why people didn't like this one as much, but I guess because they don't like the storyline. People say that they don't like when the kids are adults, but I just really thought it was a very entertaining, very fun movie, very creepy, and very scary, and very fun movie. I love the effects, love the creepy tone in this, and if you love I love it Chapter 1, and the TV series is okay, you know, the miniseries. I didn't really care for it. I prefer the new ones. I think these new ones are based more on the books. This is just a really fun movie. I highly recommend you pick this one up. It comes in like this, the side, and then the back. I don't think it has reversal artwork, but I'm just showing you like there's a 2-disc. There's 3 discs actually. You get the movie on Blu-ray, you get the bonus features on Blu-ray, and then you get the DVD edition of it. Really fun. I highly recommend you pick this up. And if you love if you love Pennywise, and like, you know, if you love Stephen King's It and you love the first It, definitely check this one out. Well, those are all the DVDs and Blu-rays I got for this DVD update video. Thanks a lot for watching, for subscribing. Sorry I didn't get into too much detail into the reviews. I'm sorry if I didn't give the best details into I didn't give like the greatest, like, you know, info on the movies. But you know, I just wanted to get this done with. I haven't done one in so long, and I hope you got. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the DVD and Blu-ray update video. Definitely give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment below. Hit that like button. Please rate, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.